Время пришло в гости отправиться, ждет тебя старинный друг. Он он Мишка, плюшевый Мишка, вот он такой.
It's too early, guys, for singing. It's coffee time. Good morning, everybody.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Oh my God, there's a lot of you already writing. Hi, good morning.
Yep.
Just so you know, if we are not really answering all the questions right away, it's because there's a lot of you, and we were hoping there's going to be a lot of you, but at the same time, it's only two of us, so we're going to try our best to be fast and say hello and hi, привет, and
hey everybody, what's going on? We are Lena's having her coffee, I'm having my water. It's 9 a.m.
9 a.m. We are in Las Vegas, and Nika is visiting me for a few days, and we decided to include you a little bit in our last morning together.
I'm about to head out back to Los Angeles. We had some pretty great quality time, but answering some of the questions, we're not a couple. We're just teasing you guys.
Who asked that? Where?
Not here yet, but I saw some questions and comments.
Oh yeah, on my last
on your last post.
I did answer. Normally I don't answer really to stuff like that. I try to keep personal life a little bit more to myself if I can. But yeah, we are not a couple, guys.
But we're very good friends, and I'm happy to have such a friend. She is awesome, which most of you already know.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So should we try to read some questions? I got these glasses, so I look a little bit more serious, and that doesn't mean I see shit. But okay, let's do it. But you go on. You have more questions. I have only
let's see, guys. So yesterday on my account, I posted this new feature. I was just telling Lena about it.
She's all about technology. I don't understand anything.
So there we go. We have questions over here, and I'm gonna read them out loud. So let's start with this one because I really love this one. What's the biggest challenge you overcame in your life?
Oh wow, that's a serious question.
That's a good one, though.
Do you want to go on?
I'll start. I would say the biggest challenge in my life was myself. You know, some negative affirmations that I had set up in my head, and probably, the consequences of it. So what I had to do is to, figure out what they were and work on them, and that was the hardest challenge in my life.
And you succeed?
I'm still working on it.
See, that's why I have trouble answering this question, because I feel like the biggest challenge I'm still working on, for sure. Because there are many things that are challenging and difficult in life, personal life or career path. But the things like that are just difficult. It feels like you need time to work on that, and just feels like there's no end to it. There's always something to learn. There's always something to improve. So, I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that question.
But anyway, we're getting better.
We're trying
that's
to
the
be
motivation.
better.
Yeah.
We're trying to be the best version of ourselves for ourselves. Correct?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay.
Hello to everybody who just joined us, and I know a lot of you guys are skipping work, school, or other fun activities to just join us. Thank you so much. I got a lot of good feedback and messages on the post yesterday, so welcome here who just joined us. You got a question over there?
I have a lot of questions here, but probably let's read something from online.
I'm seeing a lot of questions about when we are going to come to a certain country or a certain city that we've never been before. Guys, we are working on that. Infected Rain is going to have a very busy year this year, probably the busiest we ever had. So I promise you we are going to include a lot of new places. Now, not everything is really depending on us, and not everything is on us in general, but we are trying our best. We really want to, visit every city, every country possible on the whole planet. Really no exceptions. So whenever you ask me that, I have no answer. Just please make sure that you go to our website, to infectedrain.com, and you check the tour dates, because it's getting a little bit ridiculous when people ask you, when are you going to play in the United States?
And the tour is coming in a month. And
really? Really?
Answering this question here, so Russia Lover asked, where can I get, he said, I already have a Chase the Comet shirt. Where can I get an Infected Rain shirt? And that's exactly where you can get shirts and other merch. It's on our website.
Yeah, the band's website, they are usually providing the most information. So if you go there, you can find a lot of stuff, but also, on the label shop. Labels have a lot of goodies as well, so go check that out. Napalm has a lot of Infected Rain stuff. So,
yeah, okay. Будешь ли отвечать на русском?
Буду отвечать на русском. Макс, или кто там? Лена, ты самая красивая девушка на свете. Спасибо большое.
Okay, let's see what else we have here. And we have this. What attracted you to each other to record? Did you previously know each other? Super hot clip. And this is a question from our fan Link in Australia.
Yeah, well, I can tell the story about how we met, and then you can tell the story how you came out, with the idea of the song if you want to.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, what was it, a little bit less than 2 years ago, I had a meet and greet here in United States, and to be more precisely, it was in LA. And it was a really interesting event because it was my very first time having an event in general in the United States. And together with some friends, we just created this really cool party night, get together, where a lot of people could actually come over and ask me questions in person and or stay home online and join me with their questions and everything. So it was pretty cool, actually. And Nika just came over and met me a little bit after, I think. She was this cute little girl with a bandana on, and she's like, I know your band, and I'm Russian, and we could speak Russian together. I was like, fuck yes!
Yeah, it was kind of funny because we had our album release party a few days before at that same venue, and that's how I learned about it. And I'm like, I should go and meet her. And that's how we met, and she was super sweet, as she always is. And and later just went on because we
just
both
kept in touch,
We both realized we don't really, have a lot of good girlfriends that we get to hang out with often, because Lena is mostly on tour and I live in a different country for 4 years now. So, and that's how it went. And about the recording,
I specified that a little bit before, that that was, your guys' idea to work on that specific song. And I think we actually also explained why we did it, why this specific song. We're not going to get into details here. We don't want to repeat the same thing. But, yeah, the idea came from Chase the Comet. So,
from Alex, to be specific. And I honestly thought that we should do a cover with another girl, but whose vocals is different. And I had the perfect candidate.
Just read that just while you're talking. There's somebody said, Zhopa. Nice. Very nice. That means butt.
What the fuck are you doing here? I'm wondering. Like, okay, we were just talking about it yesterday. I said, Instagram seems to be the safest platform because it's basically, people who like love you and they follow you. On YouTube, it's a little bit different because pretty much anybody can just go and leave comments, being, gross.
Don't be afraid to swear.
But here on Instagram, I'm like, what are you even doing here? Like, why are you wasting your time?
Hello, Germany. But hello, Mexico. Hello, Turkey. Hello, Greece. What was it there? And something else.
That was so funny. Did you see that? That was awesome. Нахер им нужна ваша Россия ссаная? Okay, for those who do not speak Russian, it means like, why the fuck would they need your fucking Russia? We do need our...
No, of course we do. It's just like, it's so funny how you guys debate with one another. So some of you guys are like, go to Russia and stay there and be, do your thing in Russia. Well, I'm not even Russian, just so you know, guys.
USSR,
Rian-ish.
Yeah, I mean, we were both born in one country in the USSR that does not exist anymore. Is it true?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah. You were born when it was not...
I was born in the USSR. I was born in 1989.
When did that break up? Didn't they break up?
In 1991.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still a USSR baby.
Yeah, so we were both born in the country that does not exist anymore.
Who cares? This is one planet.
That's right.
One planet. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so anyway, guys, and that goes to like, hey, she doesn't like my country. No, my country's better. All countries are the best.
Exactly.
We love them all.
I fucking love playing in Russia. Russian fans are amazing. Fucking crazy. Oh, you want to know a cool story about a Russian show? It happened in St. Petersburg.
We're all humans.
And actually, it was the only time, my very first time, and I hope last time that it never gonna happen again, I fainted on the stage. It was sold out. It was a big venue, and there was like a little bit more than sold out, I would say. And if the capacity was maybe 1,000 people, I think there was almost 1,500 people in that venue. I don't know. It was a lot of people. There was no fucking air, and I think at the last song or the one before, I lost it, and I just fell on my butt cheek so hard that I had a huge bruise for another week, and yeah, so.
Dude, didn't they, and what did you do next? Like, did you come back fast?
Yeah, and I continued fucking singing.
Wow, that's insane. I never heard this story, so you guys are lucky. And if you're watching this on repeat...
Some of you maybe were there. Some of you maybe were there at that show, actually. Ciao Lena, ciao a tutti. Tutti quelli che mi guardano dall'Italia, ciao.
Oh, that was so cute. Okay, let us see... Да тут половина аудитории русских, давайте по-русски, блин. With all due respect, we have a lot of people from all over the world, and what I believe, мне кажется, что русским людям хорошо немножко английской практики, друзья.
Учите языки. Everybody should learn languages.
All right. Okay. Which one do you like more?
This one.
Okay, so we have a question from Miles, who lives in Sacramento, United States. Which record was Infected Rain and Chase the Comet hardest to make?
I think I would say that the first Infected Rain record was the hardest for me because I was never in bands before, and I was never even a musician before. For me, it was a big challenge because I was very nervous to be a good musician, and I was very nervous to do it right, and I was very nervous to, while doing all that, to still stay true to the emotion I'm trying to deliver. And it was probably the hardest for me. I couldn't do, I was very slow, and I was never happy with what was coming out, and in my head I was like, well, I imagine it a little bit different. I want to try again, and I want to try again. And for me, vocal wise especially, I can say it was the first record. And for you?
I would say for me, the hardest record was the one that we did with a sound producer, and that was my biggest school of life. It was actually not even released under the name Chase the Comet initially, because we changed our band names a few times. It was we started recording under the name The Sun. We finished recording under the name My Rock Band. Yeah, and it was crazy. And then the hardest thing again was working on vocals, and especially since I had a sound producer who tried to help me, who tried to teach me something, and I was, getting better at it. I was still, crafting my singing. This one is in Russian, by the way. Это на русском, если кто-то интересуется. It's called Город без сна, Sleepless City, and it is still available. Now it is available under Chase the Comet. Anyway, there was a very good question that I saw somebody ask.
Yeah, I saw some good ones. Hello, everybody. This is Luna. Hi, Luna. Say hello, Luna. What is it? What's up? What's up with you? Nobody gives you attention? I'm sorry, baby.
You're so cute.
So I saw a few good questions.
Which one do you like?
So first of all, stop asking how many tattoos I have. Literally. I lost count, and I do not consider them being separate tattoos. It's like one canvas. So don't ask me that. Second, тебе нравятся девушки? Do you like girls? I did answer that question 1,000 times. I do like girls, yes, but I am not in a relationship with a girl, or I was not in a relationship with a girl ever. So I hope that satisfies you guys. What did you...
I saw a very good question from a person named Vyshnevska, and she asked in Russian, but I'm going to translate. She asked, where did you guys learn to sing, and do you still take singing classes? How do you improve your musicianship?
Well, it's very different for me and for Nika. Very, very different.
Is it?
Yes. Because
I thought you said difficult. No, it's different.
Different. It's very different, yeah. As I said before, I never was in a band before. I never really even knew if I can sing at all. I mean, it's always something that you should learn, and always something you should improve, and I try my best to do so. And yeah, I work on my vocals a lot by myself, individually, or I have my lessons with the amazing Melissa. And yeah, that's pretty much it, Other than that, you have more to say about that. I think, though, everybody should improve their vocals if that's what they're doing.
Yeah, but by practicing and playing in a band and, going on tours, we definitely have a chance to do it. But I can say that I also teach singing and help people, to get better in it. My singing started in a choir. I was so bad when I was a kid that my parents could not stand it. So they took me to the musical school and they said, "Please teach her how to sing. We can't tolerate it. She's so bad." Yeah. And so afterwards, I took a lot of classes from different people in different genres, and learned some classic singing, some jazz singing, and I started to exercise myself, do warm-ups, and try to get better in some things that I really wanted to try. Mm-hmm. So for example, these high notes, when you go from belting to high note, these things, I couldn't do them, and that just freaked me out. So I started working on that, and eventually started sharing my knowledge when there was requests.
Thank you, guys. While we are talking, I can see a lot of questions here, and some of you guys asked me to scream. Never ask a singer to scream when it's not on the stage. Nobody's gonna ever do that for you. And what else?
Let's just do kind of blitz, kind of fast answers for these ones. So This one is from Juan from Barcelona. Okay, he just says you would do a new collaboration because I would be fantastic. Good, Juan. That's good that you would be fantastic.
She would be fantastic.
Okay, are you guys coming to New York anytime soon? Again.
Guys, I don't know if that question was for Chase the Comet or Infected Rain, but please
For both of us, I guess.
Please check the band's website and you will find all that. Chase the Comet going to have a show in Ukraine anytime?
Not right now, guys. For now, Infected Rain has a tour in the United States, and so we do the same thing. We are booking a tour for the United States right now because we are figuring out our document thing. So no other countries for now, but hopefully this will change in the future.
Yeah, I will answer a few questions here.
Sure.
Some of you guys are saying thank you very much for the lyrics. Thank you for liking what I do, and thank you for liking and actually hearing what I write about. So yeah, it means a lot for me. And some of you guys here are also asking if we are going to have any type of meet and greet during the United States tour. Guys, even if an actual meet and greet won't happen, I am always out after the show and I like to communicate with you guys, especially if there's time. I come out, so yeah, just keep an eye for that. And some of you guys are asking if I'm excited about the US tour. Fuck yeah, I'm excited. It's our first United States tour and we've been waiting for this for a long time. Not only because it's United States, but also because every time when we go to a new country that we never played before, it's very emotional. Very, very emotional. But I gotta say, United States is so far like number one in following views and being active, with everything we do. So I cannot even imagine how crazy this is going to be. So just a little fast thing. This live video over here is going to be online for a while for all of you that couldn't be part of it.
For 24 hours.
Yeah, I will go over with some questions and I will write them down, especially the ones that are more frequently asked. And I will do an episode on bananas, another Q&A, which I used to do a lot in the beginning, and I have to go back into that, but just because the questions were pretty much the same lately, I stopped. But I can see a lot of interesting questions, so I will do another Q&A for bananas sooner or later, so I will try my best not to ignore interesting questions. So
we have one here online from Elias in Finland. Do you have any specific inspirer to start bands?
Yeah, I mean, of course I do. I would say that if you are a beginner, and it doesn't matter how much like practice you did with other bands, but if you start a new band from scratch and if you need inspiration, or if you need like source of positive energy to start with, I will say start with yourself. Just make sure you believe in what you do, make sure you know what you want, because in the beginning a lot of people are not going to give you that. A lot of people are not going to believe in you, including friends and family, and you have to continue no matter what. If that's your dream, if that's what you want to do, if that is what makes you happy, you have to continue. You know, when I started myself as a musician, as I said before, I was never in other bands, and for me it was like, what am I even doing? Like, what is this going to lead to? You know, I had a career, very happy with my job and everything, but being with that first show, with that first step on the stage, I knew this is what I want to do for as long as I can. And nothing else could be compared to the feeling on being on the stage and sharing your art and your music. And we all are really bad in the beginning. I mean, all of us. So it's okay. Don't react to haters. Don't react to people that don't believe in yourself. You believe in yourself and work hard. And everything is possible then.
Okay, quickly. When are you coming to Resurrection Fest? Dude, we don't even know what that is, honestly. If you're interested in inviting us,
I know, of course. It's an amazing festival. And again, that does not depend always on the bands. We get invited, or some booking agencies sometimes can apply for that. So stay tuned, go on bands' websites. And by the way, especially for all the Infected Rain fans, very soon we're going to announce our summer dates, and it's going to be a fuckload of shows. So many, like around 13 or 15 festivals and another 30 or more club shows all together.
That's awesome. We are
very soon. Stay tuned.
We're excited for you, honestly. We see. I don't even know about the Resurrection Fest, but remembering what questions we had. Somebody asked about our genre, and I also remember. We had a genre question here, and we'll try to make it quick. So for us, we do not stick to one genre. About Chase the Comet, we do alternative rock or pop rock, or I don't know, somebody calls it pop metal, but I don't think we're ever metal. It's these guys that are metal. But that's the whole point, you know. The question is, do you listening to any other types of music, not just metal? And that's exactly what we were talking about yesterday when Lena was showing me some artists that she loves, and she said, oh, rap, I love rap. She showed me some rappers, then she showed me some rock stuff that she loves, and then we listened to Alex Clare, which is, I guess, what genre? I don't even know.
I think it's pop musician, but just every genre has its interesting artists, right? And when I say interesting artists, I mean people that can make you feel something. Music that can make you feel something. That is real music. And I don't fucking care if it's rap music, reggae music, jazz music, classic music, metal. I don't care. It just so happens that somehow metal music can deliver more emotions. And that's why it's my fucking favorite genre. And that's why this is what I love singing the most. But my playlist is very diverse. And I listen to a lot of music, which is, I think should be like that for everybody. Somebody's asking me if I will ever do a Disney cover song. Who knows? I mean, I'm not planning to for now. You play in Sweden. Is that a question? We've just been there. Dude, come on! Or whatever, or girl. We've just been there. We had a few shows there. I love Infected Rain. I love your music. Thank you. Thank you so much. What's the most powerful voice in metal for you? Oh, in my opinion. Oh my God. Well, that's also very difficult to say, but I gotta say I have a very big love and respect for Mitch Locker. So he was probably the one that inspired me to go brutal with what I was doing. He was and still is my hero. I love him so much and everything he did with Suicide Silence. Can't wait to see you in the US soon. Yes, it's happening very soon, guys. Okay, you have some? Okay.
Yeah, we got some questions from people here.
Will you ever play in Canada? Dude, please go on infectedrain.com. We have a few shows in Canada. It's happening soon, so open your eyes, okay?
Open your eyes. Open your mind. Okay, so a few questions here. I love you guys, which is not a question. Will you do more cover songs together? For now, we have nothing planned, but
who knows?
Who knows in the future? We don't want you guys to be too,
less expectations. Yeah,
that's right. There's a few interesting questions here. So, if you will be able to be an animal, which one would you be?
If you be to...
That's a good question. Thank you so much, Lena, our son.
Well, I love tigers a lot. I think they're very smart, beautiful, gracious, and strong. So I have a love for tigers and I love kitties. So
Yeah, that's a good idea. I actually had some time ago, when I would feel very weak and unconfident, I would imagine myself like a white tigress or something. But now when I saw this question, I thought about, like a Pegasus, probably, like a flying horsey, because I love horses.
hey, that doesn't exist.
Okay, just a horsey then.
She wants to be a horse, dude.
I love horses. I think they're amazing.
Yes, they are.
As long as they're free, because I used to do dressage, and now it kind of interacts with my, views on animals and what how they're kept, and and also continuing this subject, those are good questions that I would really love to arise right now. Is the question was, are you guys the only vegans in your family?
Oh, in my family, no. My sister Rosa, she used to be vegetarian for many, many years. And when I decided to go vegan around 4 years ago, and I shared that with her, after a while, she told me that she really needed somebody to push her. She was thinking about going vegan for a while, and she just did it together, like with me, kind of. So we are the two vegan in the family, me and my sister. But that's it. In the band Infected Rain, there is one more vegan, which is the guitar player Vidic. And that's also it. What about you?
In my family, nobody is vegetarian, but Alex, Chase the Comet guitarist, and my husband is vegan too. He's not strict vegan. Sometimes he would get something, and I blame him for it sometimes. But my family does not eat cattle meat. They only eat bird. So every time I try to tell them, hey, this is not right, they're like, oh, come on, we're already doing so much, because they live in Russia. And in Russia, it's a little bit more different, finding so many vegan products as it is in the United States, where we even have vegan cheese and, a lot of vegan meal.
I make my own vegan cheese at home.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I have a few questions here. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Talking about food is awesome, but it makes me hungry. So,
okay.
Well, some of you guys are asking when we are gonna play in Ukraine, when we're gonna play in Russia. That's again we're gonna have a few festivals this summer in Ukraine and Russia. So we're gonna be there. Some of you guys are asking what other covers do we want or plan to do. Honestly, I like the idea of doing covers. I always did like it. I do not want to be the band that does only covers, but I do like covers in general. So actually me and Vidic, we always had this idea of whenever we have a little bit of good free time to bring up some bands from the childhood and try to do some covers. So maybe that is going to happen soon. Who knows?
Awesome. That was a really good question I was reading while we were talking. Somebody asked what are our Hogwarts houses. Do you know yours?
Of course I do, yes. I went to Pottermore and I did it 3 times.
I did too.
I did it 3 times and it always was Slytherin.
Really? I'm Gryffindor.
Yeah, I'm the bad guys. I only look nice and fluffy. No, all jokes aside, yeah.
That's so funny. I actually thought I don't know. I was expecting you to say Gryffindor.
Come here, baby. Come here, my love. And I got a little monster here. Hi.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So
South America tour soon. Working on that too, guys. I want to say something regarding South America. Unfortunately, for citizens of Moldova, it's not easy to come to South America.
Really?
Because we need visas literally for every country. Every little part, basically for every second or third day of the tour, we would need a visa. So we are talking about a minimum of 5 or more visas to go and have a little small tour of a week or 2, which is doable, but it needs a lot of time and a huge amount of money to do that. So we're working on that. Sooner or later we will do that for sure. Please, Infected Rain concert in a UA. Yes, as I said, we have some festivals there. And Lena, ti rivoliamo in Italia. Mi rivolete? Everybody wants me in Italy. Back to Italy. I love going to Italy. I love playing in Italy, and especially I love going to Italy because my whole family lives there. So yes, this summer there are going to be some Italian dates, so don't miss that. Okay, maybe Turkey. Maybe one day, who knows? Do you like Rob Zombie? I have a lot of respect for that person. He is absolutely amazing. Vegan, by the way. And yeah, his music is very unique, and especially when he was just like, you know, back in the days, he was like one of the only one in that genre. And his movies are fucking great too. I love horror movies, so yes.
Nice. Okay, well,
Wanna read some?
yeah, and love from Alaska. Thank you guys. And just saying that with Chase the Comet, we are still in the United States, so no Italy, because there was a question here for now.
I have a good question for us actually. Why did we decide to do the cover in English and not in Russian? Because the original song is in Russian. I can tell you my point of view, my opinion. I have two reasons. First off, I really love when people understand what I'm talking about and understand the lyrics, and it so happens that English is an international language nowadays, and the majority of the people on the planet understand at least a little bit of English. Second, honestly, like, we both speak Russian, and the lyrics in Russian were just not, in my opinion, not as poetically beautifully done, if that makes sense. Still very good lyrics, but
we just love the translation.
Way better. It was not even like a translation. It was a whole like different view on that lyrics, because it was not really translated like word to word or something like that. So honestly, that was my main reason.
Yeah, and we discussed it when we were recording, because initially it was Alex's idea, and he said, no, you guys should do it in English, but we can discuss and have a verse in Russian. And then when we started recording, we both agreed on what Lena just said, that the Russian version was just not as poetic for us. Yes, it was bringing back memories, because we both grew up listening to this song, this or that way, and it was all over the place, it. But yeah, we decided to give the whole world the opportunity to understand it, and to make it universal.
Yes.
Right.
And I hope you guys don't mind that I'm patting my little baby here. She can become really needy when I don't give her attention, which reminds me of this one over here.
Okay, so some questions repeat themselves. If you guys just joined us during the stream, please rewatch it from the beginning, because some questions may have already been answered. Some questions we're just skipping.
Lena, canterai mai in italiano? Non lo so, forse un giorno sì, però non lo vedo. Probabile. Non so, forse sì. Posso parlare con i ragazzi per fare un album in tutte le lingue che parlo, così sarà un pochettino più interessante. Comunque, yes, people that ask me if I will ever sing in other languages, I'm just answering that.
Yeah, I had a question here too.
Your dog looks so sweet. She is a cutie. For those who don't know, that is Luna. She's my baby, and she's 1 year old. You keep asking me about her.
I had a question here too, if I'm gonna do a song in French or in Russian. We have a song in Russian.
Ленуся, я тебя люблю. Спасибо.
Nika, which song from Infected Rain is your favorite? And Lena, which song from Chase the Comet is your favorite? Here's a question from...
I love that song. Oh, I'm so bad with names. I love the song that you have a music video for. Actually, I have two favorites. I think you guys did a great job with that song with the Tesla car.
Oh, yeah, but it's not really Chase the Comet.
Well, see, I didn't even know that. But if you didn't see that, that's a hella funny music video. You should check it out. And I think my favorite so far that you did, like music-wise and music video, is something about young, where you guys are old and then you're young and beautiful. Yeah, that was a really cool idea, the way you filmed it and everything about it. And it just has to be the motto of life for everybody. So
thank you. My favorite with Infected Rain is the Earth Mantra. And I actually had a chance to see the pictures that Lena showed me when we last visited her. It was last year. We celebrated the New Year together.
Yeah.
And she played the song for me. She showed me the pictures.
That was way before the music video came out.
Exactly.
She had a sneak peek.
So I was super excited, and we started talking about it because we're a lot on the same page about, you know, saving the planet and recycling, going vegan and all that. And I guess that's part of what connects us so well.
Absolutely.
So I was really excited.
I'm very attracted to people that are sensitive to other human beings, to animals, to the planet. And I just think that people that have compassion, they are way more sexy. So that's important. That's an important thing for me. Now other people are asking about songs. Okay, Vadim is online. Probably, I hope so. If you are, привет, Vadim. My partner in crime, he is. Yes, it's the Edward Scissorhands cup, and this was actually a cup that I got as a gift for my birthday from a fan. And on tour, I get some little gifts that I can actually bring home, because not everything is possible to take with me, but I love little gifts like that because it reminds me how much you guys love me every time I have coffee. And yes, what else do we have here? Yeah, it's so many questions. I really cannot read them that fast. You too, such an inspirational, just letting you know. Thank you. I don't know what you meant with that. Sorry. When you cut my hair. What?
There was a lady who asked us about our hair colors, how we maintain hair colors. They fade.
Yeah.
Guys.
Well, I did for those of you who don't know, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Bananas. And I have an episode on bananas where I explain how I do my hair, but to make it short, it's just, we use vegan semi-permanent colors, and we just, refresh it very often. That's it. Some of you guys ask me for how long I have the dreads, and it's pretty much been since the beginning of Infected Rain, maybe like a year before Infected Rain started. So a lot, like 12 years soon.
Really?
Soon, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Salut! Hey, that's nice to have somebody speaking Romanian. Bună dimineața sau bună seara. Okay. Bananas. Oh yeah, a lot of you guys, I really want to answer this question. A lot of you guys are asking me why bananas. Do I like bananas so much? Fuck yeah, I love bananas, but that's not the reason why my channel is called Bananas. Bananas is a slang, and it has a meaning, and if you don't know it, you can Google it, but basically going bananas means going crazy, and some of you know about that, and I still don't understand why you're asking me this question. It's just cool.
It's just questions. People love asking questions.
Okay, well, yeah, it's just because I really like the meaning of that. The idea.
I love it. By the way, are we going to tell them?
Yeah, what?
We have a little surprise for bananas, but we won't tell you what
No, yeah, of course we can tell them. We actually filmed another episode for bananas that is going to come out sometimes in March, next month, where we did something really cool that we're not gonna spoil for you, but yes, another episode of Bananas is coming out with us together. So we wanted to use the opportunity while we're together to do something more interesting. When is Infected Rain coming to the US?
I know, right? It's just whatever, guys.
I'm gonna look at you like this, like this. Please go to our website and see the dates for the United States, because it's happening soon. April and May is a United States/Canada tour. Yes, hello from Canada, hello.
And if you guys...
Привет из России.
Привет в Россию, обратно. And if you guys want to see Chase the Comet, that's appreciated too. We're going to be on tour in end of May and June. So if that's something you want to see in the United States only for now.
Yeah. They're working on that. You guys should, it all depends on the support that we have from the fans. Some of you guys here are asking about my teeth. I did answer that question multiple times, but yes, my teeth were fixed, and that's why they look like that. Yes. I love the way Russian sounds. Thank you. I love the cover.
Do you know Lena and Yulia from Tattoo personally? We don't.
No, unfortunately, no. The only thing I know is I think Lena from Tattoo actually released a new song on the 14th of February, just like we did. Yes, I think actually Vidic from Infected Rain pointed that out. He's like, I think she's releasing something new on the same date, and I did not end up watching or listening to a song, so I don't know. Когда снова в Воронеж? Не знаю, когда будет у нас тур по России, но у нас есть пару фестивалей в России, поэтому приходите, приезжайте, будет весело и вообще круто. То есть, да. Но как-нибудь мы, думаю, скоро замутим турчик по России обязательно. Lena, what?
I know. It's just sometimes you read that random comment and
sorry.
you're like, what was that? I once went online, and then there was a person who like joined in right away, and then they said, "Can I tell you something?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." And then, "Shut up." I'm like, what the fuck was that? Dude, you're in my stream,
Yeah.
I think we've been live for almost an hour.
Not yet. Yeah, 45 minutes.
Which is insane.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then more people are joining. Luna is just whining. She wants attention. So sorry about that background. Some of you guys asked when was the first time I was on a stage, and it was with Infected Rain in 2008, summer of 2008. That was my very first show. And yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And some of you guys are Bacia Luna. See, I'm just reading a lot of get another coffee. I need another coffee. Do you think really? So I will be like super hyper. Когда будет тур по России, уже отвечали, ребята. Do you like rap? Oh yeah, this was a good one.
And we kind of answered that too.
Yeah,
right?
I do like rap, and I actually even try to rap a little bit with Infected Rain. My rap is not as smooth and fast and good, but I try to. I like it, yes, I like it a lot. My favorite rapper, I will tell you all, if you don't know him, go ahead and give him a try, give him a listen. He is my absolute favorite rapper so far, especially for the past year. NF. Very young and talented musician, absolutely amazing songwriter, lyric writer. I can relate to so many things he is bringing up. So NF, I love him very much, and give him a try for sure.
We also did a rap song, by the way, this year. We did like a full rap song. I was rapping. And it was an interesting experience.
It's not easy. It's not easy. You gotta like really practice a lot. Привет из Молдовы. Привет.
I really like this question. What was your biggest dream when you were children, both?
Oh man, I don't really remember much having a specific dream about like me, like, or becoming something. I had a very difficult childhood, and I think all I was dreaming about was my parents to be back together and be happy. For many years that was my dream, and it took me a while to understand that unfortunately people grow apart, and unfortunately people are sometimes not meant to be together. And by the time I realized that, I was already like 14 or something. So yeah, everything before was kind of connected to that, unfortunately. I know it sounds sad. I don't want you to like pity me or anything like that, but yeah. But if we are talking about what we wanted to become, I think when I was small, I wanted to be in medicine because my mom is a nurse, and for some reason I thought that's so cool. She used to take me to her work very often because nobody could babysit me. So I thought that's amazing because she can help people. I don't know. It was always so mesmerizing to me to see her like doing all those shots, and like she knew how to like measure your blood pressure and all that. So she taught me how to do certain things, so I can actually assist a little. I can be awesome. A nurse sometimes for certain people. Oh, you didn't hear that.
Ooh, I think there's going to be a line here. As for me, I'd say I was too scared to dream when I was a kid. I mean, I dreamed to be a princess, which is kind of funny because I can say that my dream came true because I do princess parties for kids. Sometimes here in LA, and I sing and I hang out with kids and they think I'm a princess. So, and the other thing I remember when I was 7, remember those yellow pages, 7 дней, there was that magazine in Russia. And
I'm so sorry, I'll leave you just for a moment. I think my Luna baby's crying. Aww. You go ahead.
So what happened was, those yellow pages, they showed pictures of pools and, rich houses of celebrities and movie stars. And I thought that maybe sometime in a different life, I'm going to be able to, see that. But I understood I would never have that. But, now that I live in California, dreams kind of come true. So I guess, yeah, that's where I was heading to. So we're all in the process of changing, and dreams can change, which is good. We can get better, and our dreams get better.
Yeah. So another person or other different people asked when will we be playing in Canada. Oh. April and May. I'm sorry. I'm just so over these questions already.
Yeah, just don't read.
I know. I just really don't want you to miss out. I mean, if you're a real fan, if you really like the band, check the website. April, May is a US/Canada tour. Summer is going to be European tour and festivals. What's going to be next? You will have to see.
We will all have to see. Okay, guys, so Instagram only allows us to be live for an hour.
Okay, so soon we're going to have to say
goodbye. What would we like to sum it up with?
I would say one thing. Okay, so because this has been frustrating today, I will say that. If you follow a band and you like a band, and nowadays it's so easy to get in touch with certain musicians just by writing to them, and chances are very big that that musician is going to read your comment or your message. be a little bit more creative with the questions, because a lot of answers to your questions are online. They are on our websites, they are everywhere, really, about when we are playing somewhere. Before you ask that, make sure you go online, and if you don't find any information, just be like, hey, I'm a big fan, or hey, I really wanted to see your band. Even if you're not a big fan, you just are curious to see us. We appreciate and love you, but believe us when we tell you we have a lot of messages to answer every day and on so many internet platforms, and it's just when we ignore your question, it's mainly because you either say hello and that's it, or you ask a question that's been answered, or there is an answer on the very typical and easy way to find it. So I would say do that. And also, obviously, before I end, I want to say that I am very thankful to have you in my life. I'm very thankful to have you as friends, some of you as fans and band supporters. I want to give a big, big thank you and a big hello to everybody who supports me on Patreon, which is another very amazing, unique platform of supporting artists. If you don't know about Patreon, you can, read more about it. It's basically how you support and help the artists you like. And there are so many artists on Patreon. I am there too. And everything that is happening on Patreon is unique, and it doesn't get shared on other places, or everybody there have early access a few days before. So it's very, very cool, very unique. And with the majority of people on Patreon, I'm becoming friends, which is absolutely amazing. I feel lucky to have you, and I love you so much. And I think this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was awesome. I'm really grateful to being able to visit you here. Thanks for the invite. Of course, thank you guys for all the questions. As Lena said, please, if you reach out, if you want to say something, make sure you're saying something meaningful. Do not just say hi and how are you. If we spend our time chatting with everybody who wants to have a friend and who wants to chat with us, we won't be able to create music or any other forms of art, because we had a question from Arno here, and we do some other stuff which you can see in our accounts, and as Lena said, something you can see only on Patreon. And we have our family too, we encourage people to be supporting of artists they love. If people reach out to me and they say, hey, I downloaded all your music for free, I'm like, I really appreciate you listening to our music.
But don't say that to the artist, at least.
Yeah.
Me, myself, I want to say, because a lot of you are curious if I support or love other artists. I try my best to support especially beginner artists, and I try my best to support any kind of art, not only music, like a lot of clothing companies or handmade artists.
Especially eco artists or eco companies.
They write to me and they want to collaborate in any way, and you know who I'm talking about because I post that very often and I tag them. I am not paid by them or anything, or sponsored by them or anything. I just really like to support if I can, especially if those people come from a good place and with a good heart. So yes, I try my best
with a worthy message.
Yeah, and also bands. Very often, when I discover newer bands or some of my friends, musicians, I gladly share and all that. So of course, I love supporting just as much as you do, because I understand how important that is. So please continue to be yourself, please continue to listen to good music, and please continue to
save the world, save the planet.
Yeah, to be in our lives, because we love you. Okay, remaining, we have 1 more minute, and in this minute I will give you a big kiss.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Have a great week.
And as I said before, I will go on and read some of the questions, and I'll try my best to answer them in my next episode for my YouTube channel, Bananas. It's going to be a Q&A called Q&A Live Instagram something. I don't know. I'll come up with something.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you so much for watching.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. We are out of here.
Bye-bye. Have a great
Bye.
day. And cheer. Oop.
And now?
And now.